to the objectives that I've set out. Now, is there anybody from the European press? I think Le Figaro here.
From Le Figaro from France. On this immigration issue, will there be any exemptions for certain British sectors, British business sectors, according to their needs?
As I've just said, we're looking at the exact rules and structure that will be for the immigration system. But the way we've always looked at the issue of control in our immigration is recognising the need to bring the brightest and the best to the United Kingdom, and the value that people can bring into the United Kingdom. But I think what was clear from the 23rd of June vote is that as we leave the EU, people want us to be able to make those decisions ourselves as to what our immigration system is for people coming in from the European Union, and we will be doing just that. Robert.
Prime Minister, sorry to press you on this, but are you saying that when you argued that we would be worse off from leaving the EU and the single market, that you now recognise you were wrong about that? And you've confirmed that Parliament will have a vote on the final deal. If Parliament were to reject the final deal, would we still be in the EU?
Well, first of all, I mean, it's not a surprise to anybody. Everybody knows that I campaigned on the Remain side of the argument, and the government is formed of people who campaigned on both sides of the argument when the referendum came. But what we're now doing is actually saying, and as I say, the economic, what we've seen in the economy since we took that vote to leave has been more positive than many had predicted in advance of the vote being taken. But what today is about is us coming together and saying what are the opportunities we can now embrace across the world and in our future relationship with the EU, our partnership with the EU, opportunities that will increase that prosperity for the United Kingdom. And we will go out there across the world, we will search those out, and we will bring them home. I'll take one. Sorry. What does it mean? Well, there will be a vote for the British Parliament when it comes to the deal, as I've said. I mean, we've already had, if you think about it, the British Parliament voted overwhelmingly for this to be a choice of the British people. The British Parliament recently voted overwhelmingly, effectively, for the government to get on with it. And I'm sure that the British Parliament will want to deliver on the views of the British people and respect the democratic decision that was taken. I'll take one more question from another journalist. I think we have Spanish. Yes, El País.
Pablo Quimón from El País. In the negotiation of that new ambitious free trade and customs agreement, could you confirm that you rule out any financial contribution to the European Union, and that migration will be completely out of the table? And would the main negotiation weapon be the threat of becoming a tax haven?
Well, first of all, I mean, as I made clear, obviously another thing people voted for when they voted to leave the European Union is to stop us constantly every year paying very large amounts of money to the EU. But as I also said, there may be aspects that and particular projects that we might want to be members of, and it may be that contributing to the costs of those is appropriate. But I think you use the phrase, I think the main weapon that we will be using. This is not about a weapon. This is not about a confrontation. This is about two sides coming together to negotiate and to agree a deal that is going to be in the interests of both sides. I think this is crucially important. We don't look at this as just saying what's going to be right for the EU, for the UK. I want to ensure we get a deal that's right for the UK. But in doing that, I believe we will also see a deal that is right for the European Union as well. I want to approach this in a positive, optimistic way. I think there is goodwill on both sides, and I think we can sit down and come to a partnership for the future that will be both of our benefits, to our mutual benefit. Thank you.